Hi everyone, Blugoblin here. Yeah, I actually followed through with another video. How about that? I'm not dead after all. I'd already advertised this on my Instagram and my Facebook page. If you haven't done it already, go to my Instagram page and go and give that a follow because so I'm going to be doing the majority of my video advertisements from now on. You can also follow me on TikTok if you want to, at Blugoblin01 on TikTok. Blugoblin01 on Instagram, Blugoblin01 on Twitter and TikTok. Enough shameless plugging, right? And shooting in a different spot in my room, and hope the lighting is good enough considering my camera light is not working because I accidentally threw the AC adapter away. So I've got to order a new one. Yay. But I'm here to talk about Batman 3 Jokers. Just get a look at these covers, man. If you can't get a good look. Look at that. Look at that. That's just awesome. I mean, hell, I liked this storyline so much, I even bought a variant cover for the second issue. Because I kind of really dig that homage to Death in the Family. But, talking about 3 Jokers here. Wow. Now, granted, I did something prior to filming this. I did something that I don't usually do, and that is I went online and read other people's reviews of this story, and I was honestly surprised on how divided this storyline really is. There's a lot of people who love this, and there's a lot of people who outright hate this storyline. Now, for those of you who like this storyline, I'm right there with you because I did too. If you hated the storyline, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I just respectfully don't agree with the hate. Now is it the greatest Batman story of all time? Hell no, it is not. It is far from that. Now, before I get started, I want to warn everybody, there will be spoilers in this review. I'll try my best to keep the number of spoilers low, but I'm not promising that. But there will be spoilers just in case you haven't read this storyline yet. So if you haven't read this yet, but you don't care about being spoiled, then stick around and hit that subscribe button while you're at it here on YouTube. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to talk about 3 Jokers. I'm just gonna randomly shift through the covers if I remember to, because I'm not gonna review each issue individually. I'm just gonna give my overall thoughts of the entire story in general within all 3 of these issues all at once. One thing I will say is that Geoff Johns, although I used to be a big fan of Geoff Johns back in the past when he was writing stuff like Blackest Night and Green Lantern and stuff like that. My Geoff Johns fanship has dwindled over the years. I'm not going to lie that. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to lie about it. But I will say, this storyline was actually very well written, very well put together. And the artwork from Jason Fabok is just exquisitely beautiful. Great attention to detail. There were so many moments where all you had to do was let the artwork tell the story, and right away, right at the very beginning of the storyline, we have the artwork do 90% of the storytelling right off the bat. With Batman driving back to the Batcave, all beat up, all cut up, injured, and everything. He is so screwed up at the beginning of the storyline, and he literally runs the Batmobile over his parents' grave markers, over his parents' tombstones, or headstones, or whatever you call them. He literally drives over his parents' grave because he's so injured he can barely focus. And Alfred is just telling him, like the loyal butler he is, and like the loyal friend that he is, he tells Bruce, he's like, don't worry, I'll have them replaced. Don't worry about it. Just get in here and let me help you. You know, putting Bruce's attention first. You know, and I like the fact that we're going into the storyline with 3 Jokers. And DC could have took the easy way out and just drew 3 jackasses that all looked the same and just called each one of them the Joker. No, but like the covers, each Joker has their own distinctive look, and they're each personified by what they're supposed to be personified. You have the criminal, the comedian, and the clown. Each one of the 3 Jokers has a personal animosity, not only with Batman, but with specific characters that are also highlighted in the storyline. There's no Damian Wayne, there's no Robin, there's no Nightwing in the storyline. The 3 main members of the Bat family that we deal with are Batman, Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, and the Red Hood, Jason Todd. Batman's Joker was probably going to be the criminal, whereas the comedian is the target of Batgirl, and the clown, of course, Jason Todd. And each individual Joker connected to each individual member of the Bat family has a very distinctive flashback. You know, especially, I love the attention to detail with Barbara and Jason. You know, Barbara, of course, being shot in the spine, and Jason Todd getting the infamous crowbar spanking. Just amazing detail, amazing character development, and amazing storytelling right off the bat. And in my opinion, the best looking Joker in the storyline for me, my personal favorite, is the criminal Joker, as you see right here. The criminal Joker has the most sinister, sadistic look to him. He can look dead serious. And just like that, he can burst into spontaneous laughter. And it actually hurts him physically to burst out into a insane laughter. Awesome stuff. This is really, really well done. To see the scars on Batman from his details of patrolling Gotham City and everything. But the fact that, you know, the 3 of them are, you know, connecting these 3 Jokers together. And by the end of the first issue, there's a monumental moment. Jason Todd, the Red Hood, kills one of the 3 Jokers. Point blank, shot right in the head. Like I said, there will be spoilers. One of the Jokers is killed off in the very first issue by Jason Todd. Now, for those of you who are going to complain about that, saying, oh, he's a member of the Bat family, he shouldn't kill. Do you forget who we're talking about here? Jason motherfucking Todd. This man was beaten to death and blown up by the Joker. Can't really say I blame him. I mean, if somebody beat me to a pulp with a crowbar and blew me up, and I had to come back from the dead to settle the score, you damn right I would. Thankfully, that hasn't happened. But, you know, it didn't really shock me to see Jason kill one of the Jokers. Didn't really shock me. It caught me by surprise, but it didn't shock me because, honestly, it stuck with the character. I mean, an eye for an eye, bitch. Pretty much. And of course, that immediately drives a wedge between Barbara and Jason to where there's sort of a chemistry brewing up between them. Barbara cares for Jason as she would a brother, but Jason has more fonder feelings for Barbara, which leads to a very heart-wrenching scene at the very end of the storyline at the end of the 3rd issue, which I won't go into detail on that. But when I read it, I was just like, ugh, that's gotta sting. But all this is building up to you know, can the Joker finally overcome Batman, or can the Joker finally make Batman snap? It's going back to that, that thing was, will the Joker finally push Batman over the edge and stuff like that? We've seen this kind of storytelling done hundreds of times, and it all comes back to the same thing. Batman shouldn't cross that line. He has in the past, but he shouldn't do it now. Kind of cliche, but the way the storytelling is presented, it works. And one of the bigger surprises is how they tied in Joe Chill to this, the man who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. And by the end of the story, oh my God, Joe Chill, spoiler alert, Joe Chill is actually remorseful and apologizes to Bruce. And he has been meaning to apologize to Bruce for years through trying to write him a letter, but he just never had the gumption to send the letters out. But the way the storytelling is presented, by the time that there's only one Joker left, yeah, another minor spoiler there. By the time there's only one Joker left, he's getting right in Batman's face as he's being taken away in a paddy wagon, saying, "Ha, I cured your greatest wound. Now I can be your greatest wound." However, it's never explicitly said that Bruce forgives Joe Chill. It's never exactly stated. It's implied, but it's never cemented in fact. That's leaving it up to you, the reader, to draw that conclusion. Did Bruce forgive Joe Chill, or did he not forgive him? That's up for you to decide. And I love how DC left that open. Now, whether they choose to rectify that in the future and solidify it to be true or not, that's still up in the air. But for here, it's still debatable. It's still up for you to make up your mind as to whether or not Bruce actually forgives Joe Chill or not. And I love how they left that open. And by the end of the storyline, Bruce reveals that he knows something about the Joker that literally nobody else knows. And he's choosing to keep that a secret, and why he chooses to do it, I was floored. I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. For one reason. It's another one of those moments where it's left up for you, the reader, to decide if it's the right thing to do or not. Just an awesome ending. I did not really know how to feel about that because, Bruce's reasoning makes a lot of sense. Because if he were to ever reveal this fact about the Joker, shit could go down in a bad way. And I really dug that he chose not to do it. And when you the reader are shown why he won't do it, it just makes you go, hopefully it'll make you go, yeah, I get it. It's one of those comic book moments. It's one of those storytelling kind of moments where you're like, whether you like it or you don't, you can love it or you can hate it. But it's one of those moments where even you'll have to admit, yeah, I get it. You don't have, that's what I love about this moment, is that it's a moment that can both draw both love and hate for the storytelling for that particular plot point. But at the very most, you almost feel like you have to at least accept it. Like, yeah, I get it. It is what it is. It's like you missed a day at work, so we got to dock your pay. You don't like it, but you get it. You understand it. It's one of those kind of things. But honestly, if I had to rate this from 1 to 5 stars, this entire storyline, got to go somewhere in between the 3.5 and 4 stars. I mean, it's that good. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. There are a lot of moments that just make you go, oh, really? But the writing is good. The artwork is fantastic. The dramatic moments are heightened by the artwork. The character development is really good. It's really good. I really dug this. I think you would too. Do yourself a favor. If you haven't got these issues, go to your local comic book shop and see if you can find these issues or get the trade. You know, do whatever you have to do. But I definitely recommend Batman 3 Jokers. Definitely recommend it. Well, there's my review. I rambled my ass off because I don't rehearse this shit. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. The Blugoblin X channel, yeah, that's pretty much dead, but I'm going to leave it alone because it's a part of my history. But Blugoblin X on YouTube, that's pretty much a dead channel. But subscribe to here. Blugoblin01 on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow me anywhere you want to. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm out. See y'all later.